Mauricio Pochettino has been sacked. Man, and there's a lot to cover. Where do we even start with this? Who saw this coming? Chelsea ended the season well, to be honest. It felt like they were always in 10th or 9th. They went on a run at the end of the season to get all the way up into a European spot, which would suggest that they're on the right path and trajectory, right? That they should have gone into Pochettino's next year of his contract and continue to improve, right? Instead of firing another manager, having to pay out another contract, further complicating Chelsea's financials, which has resulted in their owner selling Chelsea's assets to other companies Todd owns in order to add revenue to their books so they don't violate PSR rules. Firing Pochettino at a first glance complicates all of those things, stops whatever potential progress they had with him, and also further complicates their financial situation. So why did they feel it necessary to do this? It's hard for us to say, we don't have all the information as usual, but it could be a couple of things. I always got the vibe, especially with some of the comments from Pochettino recently, that there is always some sort of tension between the manager and the owners. I don't think Pochettino has as much freedom as he'd like, especially in recruitment. I think nowadays most top managers want a lot of say in recruitment, and it makes sense. The best way to get their ideas across are to the players that they feel will best fit. Chelsea historically have rarely given managers that sort of strength, and they're also still kind of trying to understand their structure after their new ownership came in. So in this end of season review referenced in the article that broke the news, I imagine that was a hot topic, how they can't see eye to eye on that. Also, Chelsea may just want a new manager. De Zerbi's on the market, and there are rumors that there may be mutual interest from both parties, but that would honestly leave me even more confused, because De Zerbi and Pochettino are quite similar in the sense that they excel in attacking, but their defenses were the issue last year. I guess De Zerbi is more on an upwards trajectory than Pochettino is, and they kind of have an opportunity to build around someone, whereas with Pochettino, he isn't really a up-and-coming manager. Kind of knew what you were getting with him. With De Zerbi, you do get an opportunity to build around him and grow with him. I think it's quite obvious the situation Chelsea are in. This past season was a young team riddled with injuries. Of course, inconsistency comes with that. Look historically how young teams with a lack of leadership perform in the Premier League. It's always inconsistent, and that's what we got with Chelsea. I think the criticism is more on how the ownership chose to go about rebuilding the team. Who are the most expensive players we can buy? That probably means they're the best, and then we kind of put the puzzle together after. So given those circumstances, I don't think Pochettino really was out of character in any way. We've seen it in the past at Spurs how he's able to make an exciting attacking side out of young pieces. He did that at Chelsea pretty much. Their attack was great. And look at what he's managed to get out of Cole Palmer. He's turned him into a genuine star. As I said at the start of the video, there's many layers to this. Many people can hold some blame, but one thing remains true. Chelsea are still going through a very awkward change and transition after their new owners came in. They're going to start another offseason without a manager, and are going to have to make a series of very important decisions so they can continue their positive trajectory.